Well, hello everybody out there. Thank you for coming to my channel. I am so pleased and so happy that you have found me. By the way, this is Coffee Time with Grandpa, and I am Grandpa. There is just so many things happening right now because we are in the middle of summer. We have just celebrated the summer solstice on the 21st of June, and now we're heading into our first full moon coming up on the 29th, which is tomorrow night. The 29th of June, around 5:57 p.m. Mountain Time, is when we will have our first strawberry moon. Oh my goodness, a strawberry full moon. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but the really simple explanation of why we call it the strawberry full moon is because this is the time of the year that strawberries are starting to ripen and we end up picking them. This is the perfect time right now on the 29th of June to pick your strawberries. And that's why we call it the strawberry full moon, because if you have strawberries planted in your garden, which by the way I don't, but I'm going to start planting my strawberries this fall and see how they do in the Nebraska area. Uh, my garden has been really a challenge this year because of the not getting enough rain, and then all of a sudden we get a whole week of rain in a couple of hours. It's just not a good thing to have when you have a garden. Uh, my garden is used to getting water in it every other day or every 3 days. I water my garden because we do a irrigation system here in my garden to keep all my plants healthy and happy because we are in a drought. Nebraska, and I'd say most of Nebraska is in a drought right now, especially in the Panhandle, which is on the western side of Nebraska where I live. We are really experiencing a bad drought and not getting enough rain. So I had to choose an alternative way to water my garden. And I created the gallon jug system where I put these gallon jugs and poke a hole on the top where I can put the hose down and fill the jug up and let the water trickle out very slowly. Only put one hole. I have done this through experimentation. I started out with 3 holes and found out that that's too much because the water goes through too fast. And I want the water to trickle through very slowly so it can be beneficial to the plants. I tried 3 holes and that was too much. I tried even 2 holes and that was still too much. So now I only put one little prick hole in the container. I take a gallon jug and cut a rim around it on top where I can get the hose in. And then on the bottom, I flip it over and bury it about 3/4 away into the soil. And that way I can water each container in the garden throughout the garden. I have about 20, 25 containers throughout the garden. And I feel those, instead of uh, hosing my garden completely down, I just fill the water in these containers and let it slowly trickle through. And that way it keeps the moisture in the soil. And a good thing to do after you water your garden, try to mulch it a little bit with extra grass clippings or just regular mulch. Mulch around your plants because that will keep the moisture in the ground also. Now, this full moon that we're going to have tomorrow night is a very special moon. The Native Americans, of course, gave it the name Strawberry Moon because of the strawberry season coming into season. So that's what they started calling it. Uh, It will appear a little bit smaller in the sky when you do see it, and that's usually quite normal for it to be a little bit smaller because you have to remember the cycle of the full moon, uh, and we are in the middle of summer, so it's going to be a little bit smaller this time of the year. The moon will set in Capricorn opposite the sun in Cancer. Uh, eh, I'm sure if you know a little bit about astrology, you know that the moon is going to be setting, the strawberry moon is going to be setting in Capricorn uh, on the opposite side of the sun. Time to balance your life. This is what the major reason for strawberry moon, besides picking your strawberries, is to show balance because we are heading into we are in the middle of summer. So the days now are going to start getting shorter each time as the month goes by with another full moon. The days are going to be getting shorter where we're heading towards harvest in the fall. Uh, Time to balance your life is a great time to look at your life, your goals, review your life at this time, and change things that need to be adjusted in your life. It's a great time to do that. It's a great time to set your intentions for the fall, what you plan on doing this fall, and what's coming up in the fall. It's a great time to make those decisions, okay? It's a time to reevaluate your life, reevaluate your goals, your emotional clarity, your invitations, your intuition, whatever is basically on your mind, your emotional clarity and your intuition is a great time to review all those uh, and start planning your long-term goals leading up to winter because there's many festivals coming ahead. We have Shaheen coming up, well, Halloween. We have a lot. We have Beltane coming up. We have all the winter festivals coming up and all the spring festivals. Uh, it's a great time to be alive. I'm just so happy to share that with you. It's also a great time to go ahead and go to your garden and see what's doing well and what isn't doing well, what's working for you and what isn't working for you in your garden. I am going to be doing a filming of my garden and update because I've added a few other things to my garden that I would like to show you. And I am going to be filming outside because the weather has turned good. It's cooperative. It's given me plenty of sunlight. And I would like to do a sequence of filming in my garden and let you all know what I have been up to and what changes I have made in my garden because I've added a lot more in my garden. I've added a few herbal teas in my garden. It's always my favorites. Whatever your favorite herbal teas are, whatever you drink a lot of to help you with your health and to improve your lifestyle. Uh, for instance, I love my go-to herbal tea is a green tea. I just love green tea. I love peppermint tea. I love ginger tea. I love dandelion tea. And at night, I drink a lot of Camilla tea to help me with my sleep patterns because when you get older, it gets harder to lay your head down and rest for 8 solid hours. And if you're like anything like me in my old age, I sleep maybe 2, 3 hours at a time and I wake up because I always have to go to the bathroom due to my diabetes, which makes me go to the bathroom a lot. So I'm constantly getting up at night, and I'm sure a lot of other people are that way also. Drink a chamomile tea will help you with that. It'll help you sleep longer. It'll help you be rested and where you're ready to get up in the morning. Because I'm an early riser. I get up at 3 and 4 and 5 in the morning because the sun comes up around 5:20 here in Nebraska, and I love going out and once the sun comes up, and I want to water my garden. That's the very first thing I do in the mornings when I get up. I see what needs watering. So try to pull some weeds along the way because that is a constant chore in my garden, getting rid of the plants that I do not want growing in my garden. And I'm starting to harvest a little bit. I'm starting to dry out my herbs, my sage, and my uh, dill and my mint. I'm starting to harvest all those and drying them out. I recently just pulled a bunch of onions from my garden and dried them out and stored them away for the rest of the summer. My garden came in early when it comes to onions, so my onions were ready to be pulled a little bit early, but I still have many more to pull because I love onions, and onions are so healthy for you. If I know a lot of people don't like onions, but you really need to get into the habit of cooking and eating a lot of onions in salad dishes, in any kind of stir fry that you have. Add a bunch of onions to it. Add the green toppings of onions, and also add the bulb. You know, it is so important to be a meat eater because you want to eat a lot of meat dishes. I know this is going to sound a little bit odd to people that are on diets, but it's so important to plan your meals around a meat dish, to try to eat meat every other day if you want to cut back a little bit. Uh, and good portions of meat, like good pork chops and good steaks. They are so healthy and they're so full of minerals and so full of iron that your body needs when you get older because they will help you age gracefully. Remember that. There are a lot of health tips. Now, I want to recommend a book that I have been really, this is a do it yourself book, and this is what it looks like. It's an astrology, a user friendly guide to your personality. I love this book. Let me bring it up really close. And this book, it helps you understand the specific celestial influences at work at the time of your birth and how they affect your life. Couldn't be simpler. It's written very plainly. The author is Lynn Birkbeck. Uh, and she is just so good in explaining. It's a little thick because it has a lot of basic information in it. But once you keep it as a reference book in your library, it's just a great book to have to explain the different moon changes, like the strawberry moon, the different uh, times of the year, the different ages that we're in, because we're leaving the age of Pisces and moving into the new age Aquarius. And there's a lot of changes. We're leaving the old Earth behind and moving into the new Earth. So there's a lot going on. And I often talk about things like that because the world seems in a turmoil right now because of this transition phase the Earth is going through, because it's changing its climate. We are experiencing very hot weather this summer. There's a lot of heat waves coming in, but this is all the process of the old Earth leaving us, and we're moving into a new Earth, a new golden age, and we're going to be living a much better life and a more blessed life and a more life full of resilience that I hope everybody will enjoy. Get out there in nature. Go take your walks in nature. Go visit your nearest lakes. Be around water. Go barefoot, walking a lot, to be in tune with the earth and to have that energy come up through the ground and go into your body through your feet by walking barefoot. You will feel much better. Being close to nature will give you inspiration. It will give you a great way of looking at Mother Earth and how nature can bring you joy and happiness, which I wish everybody has time to enjoy Mother Nature. Go out, go visit with your family, take a car trip for a couple of hours, and go out into nature and enjoy what Mother Nature has created for you. I'm so glad you have tuned in and found my channel. Don't forget uh, to share this channel, like it, leave a comment. It ask a question if you have any questions that you might want to ask about paganism, about my personal life. I'm more than happy to discuss anything about my spiritual journey that I went through for the last 74 years. And it is a learning process. Of course, Earth is a learning school where you learn how to be a good human being and how to stay away from negativity, how to stay away from evil, how to become a better person. That's what I wish for you. Grandpa is here to improve your life, to lead you to a spiritual realm where you can find happiness, where you can find your soulmate, where you can enjoy life 100% of the time instead of only 10% of the time that most people experience. Most people go blindly through life and waste the years that God has given you, and they never learn anything, and they're just doomed to repeat it again until they get the lesson right, until they are in tune with Mother Nature. Sending love and blessings to everybody. I hope everybody has a great 4th of July weekend. Go out, visit friends, do what you love to do, barbecue, eat great feasts, go out and enjoy your time that God has given you. I'm sending love and blessings, and guess what? It's that time. See you next time. Bye bye.